First of all, I want to apologize for this season. And really disappointed with the team. Second thing, I want to say thank you. We are very grateful for your support during the season. I know it was really hard to support us in many games. But now we have to make a choice. Or we stay stuck in the past because this season is in the past, is over. We fight each other, or we stick together and move forward. Months ago, in my first 3 games in charge, with 2 victories and 1 draw, I said to you, the storm is coming. Today, after this disaster season, I want to tell you, the good days are coming. If there is one club in the world that proved in the past that can overcome any situation, any disaster, is our club, is Manchester United Football Club. Now I want to say sorry also to my players. Sometimes I was not fair, but I tried always to be honest with you guys. Thank you very much. See you next season.
Rúben Amorim in addressing the crowd here at Old Trafford, starting, Joe, with an apology to the supporters here today. Difficult for him as well, because you wonder just how much he personally needed to apologise, given a lot of the problems already existed.
I thought he talked brilliantly there. You know, everyone in this ground was engaged. He didn't shirk it. I think he's been like that with the media from the moment he walked in. He's been honest, truthful. Sometimes maybe more than he needed to be. But listen, he's not going to shirk from the fact that it hasn't gone well. But I firmly believe he believes that he's going to turn this round. You know, and I think, like you said, I think the fans have stuck with him to a large degree. That man in your picture there, Garnacho, went against him a little bit, and he's drawn the line under that. So I think there's a top manager in there with Rúben. I really do, and I think the good days will get better. It might be a long time, but it will get better for Manchester United supporters.
Yeah, he said they need to stick together and move forward. The players with their family, the manager with their family, doing their lap of appreciation, a lack of thanks to the fans here around Old Trafford. How does he make it better then, Peter, next season?
Yeah, listen, you know, he spoke well there. The fans reacted to it. It's obviously the fans are, you know, they've turned against the board and have done for a long time, but they haven't against the manager. And you know, some clubs could have done that, but you know, what he said there obviously is all the right things, but he needs to do his talking on the pitch, and that needs to happen next year very quickly. Yeah,
very quickly. That's the thing, is that they're going to have to start very strongly at the start of next season, but a big rebuild incoming here at Manchester United. But they end with a win this season, beating Aston Villa here 2-0, which means Villa heading into the Europa League. Let's have a look then at all the other results from the final day of the Premier League season. 2-0 it finished here at Old Trafford. Bournemouth beating Leicester 2-0. Manchester City won their game to qualify for the Champions League against Fulham. A brilliant overhead kick from Gundogan in that one, and Haaland also scoring. West Ham beat Ipswich 3-1 away from home. It finished 1-1 between Liverpool and Palace, but they won't care. It would have been parties all round with the champions taking on the FA Cup winners. Newcastle lost their game at home to Everton, but have still qualified for the Champions League because of Villa's defeat here today. Chelsea are in. They'll be back at European football's top table, Joe, after winning 1-0 at the City Ground. Arsenal finished second in the table, beating Southampton 2-1. Spurs lost again 4-1 against Brighton, but I think there would have been a few hangovers knocking around on that Spurs team after their celebrations. Brighton, though, winning 4-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and it finished 1-1 between Wolves and Brentford. And this is what it all means for the final standings. Liverpool, the 2024-25 champions with 84 points. Arsenal, the runners-up once again. And the other teams joining them in the Champions League: Manchester City, Chelsea, Newcastle, and of course Tottenham by winning the Europa League earlier this week. Aston Villa will be heading into the Europa League, and Nottingham Forest, who of course were in that top 5 for so many weeks, are heading into the UEFA Conference League. Manchester United end the season 15th in the table. And
congratulations on seeing the season out with a win after the disappointment of Wednesday. How much did you need that today for these fans?
I think winning is always important for this team. We knew this season it was a tough season for everyone, especially for us, but today we won, and we just won for proud because the fans deserve this win, the club, and we are very sorry for what happened this season. We keep learning, and we will back next season stronger.
Christian, everyone came into this game expecting this was going to be the last time we saw you play for Manchester United. Can you confirm that is correct?
Yeah, that is correct, and I think that's also why Bruno gave me a pen. I think obviously as a nice farewell, but no, I mean, you can hear it here today, like Ahmad said. I think we did it today for the fans. You know, we had a tough season, but yeah, I'm going to wish them all the best. It's an incredible stadium, incredible club. Yeah, I hope they'll be back on top at some point for sure.
So a bit of a surprise to be taking the penalty today, but is it the perfect way to see your time out at Manchester United?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely with a goal and the last half an hour here in the stadium. I mean, it's been some exciting last few years, been in this stadium and playing for this club. But I've enjoyed it, and I'm taking a lot of good memories with me.
What next?
What's next? First of all, holiday and relax, national team, and then we'll see what the future holds. I'm still fit to play, so we'll see where.
You can hear these fans in the stadium, Ahmad. How much did you want to put in a good performance for these fans, just so there's a bit of positivity going into next season?
I think they deserve everything. They deserve the positivity for us. They deserve the win for us. It's a big club. We know that. We know this season was very, very hard for everyone, and even for them. But they was always here to support us. No matter what, I want to say thanks for them, and we will come back next season stronger.
Well done today, guys.
Thank you so much.